Hey there everyone, Red here, and today we've got a lot of Bravely Default 2 news to cover. That's right, yesterday, December 9th, 2020, Famitsu released another article on our long-awaited continuation of the Bravely franchise, and it is jam-packed with all sorts of goodies. Just a bit of fair warning though, there are a number of very slight spoilers for the game included in this, so if you want to go in without knowing anything about the plot or characters, or some of the jobs, click off now. If that's not the case though, then hit the like and subscribe buttons instead if you'd be so kind, and without further ado, let's jump right in. Now the entire article has been translated on Gematsu, so thank you to Sal Romano for doing the heavy lifting on that one, and thank you to my Discord for sharing the article. Both of those links will be in the description. We were given more info on two countries in Excellent, one that we're already familiar with, Savalon, and a new one, Wiswald. Now Savalon is regarded as the Drought Kingdom and was turned into a desert by lumbering and wars done by the dynasty that ruled 200 years prior. Now, underground water veins were discovered, but they are now beginning to rise up and submerge the kingdom. Savalon is also well known for its casino hall. The second kingdom, Wiswald, is a country established by mages with Emma Odelia taking the lead. More on that person later. The mages of this kingdom study at the Magic Research Institute, which also acts as a government body for Wiswald. As we have seen from the first revealed trailer and several others, Wiswald is completely covered with trees and plant life, so something funny might be going on there. Now let's get into characters. We jump back to Savalon and start with First Prince Castor. I already talked about this guy in my last video on Bravely News a little bit, but we got one or two more specifics with him. With King Leon currently missing, Castor acts in his place on the council and is worried about said council, as it is currently under the control of various rich merchants who focus on profit over people. He also is well versed in literature and military arts. Castor's younger brother, Bor, is the second prince, a kind boy who worries about his reckless older brother. He is away from Savalon currently, so we're just going to move on from that. We don't have much else on him. Also in the royal family vein, Chief Archivist Andro is another short entry on the list. He's basically a historian that records current events in Savalon and gives the king advice based on comparing events to the past. Now we get into some characters people might be interested in. First one is Orpheus Dragordia, named Ulfa in this article, who is the Bard asterisk holder. As it turns out, Orpheus has been hired by the owner of the casino hall, who I will reveal in a bit. And as I suspected, he loves tragic plays and speaks in a belittling way towards others. He was once a poet for the court of Musa, which I believe is where Gloria is from, but he was banished from there. The next asterisk holder from Savalon we have is Shirley Clarence, the gambler. Now Shirley doesn't actually own the casino hall, but just happens to frequent the place. She uses her beauty to lure in men into card games only to beat them and take all their money in the process. Nahal is next on the list as the Beastmaster. We weren't really given anything about her during the direct, but now we have some more information on her character. Also connected to the casino hall, Nahal uses her skills to put on beast and animal performances there, which explains the circus-like setup we saw inside the hall during the demo. She used to be a member of a traveling acrobatics group, but after a monster attack separated her from her troupe, the owner of the casino hall took her in. Now then, just who is the owner of the casino hall? Well, it's none other than the last asterisk holder from Savalon. You know him just as well as I do. It's Bernard Elfard, the man with the very good thief job. It's a little on the nose, yes, but honestly I was surprised by this. Anyhow, Bernard built the casino hall and is on the council with Castor. He is also the one who found the underground water veins, apparently. That's all we've been given, but it certainly sounds fishy to me. Now we jump back to Wiswald, because people live there too. The list here is smaller, but it is completely occupied by asterisk holders. Our first one to talk about is a name mentioned earlier, Emma Odelia. Now apparently, this character is already dead, but she was the central figure involved in founding Wiswald, and once held the Black Mage asterisk. So it now seems that Elvis will be more likely than not starting with the Black Mage asterisk. And we have a reason why Elvis is trying to research that book from the Magic Research Institute. Now, it also says that Emma was the master of Elvis and somebody named Rhodey. So who is Rhodey? Rhodey Grenadine is our next character and is the Red Mage of this game. He is now the head of the Magic Research Institute and the leader of Wiswald. He studied alongside Elvis under Emma and he lost his daughter in an accident. Now he commits himself to secret research inside the Institute, which certainly can't be good from the sounds of it. Next up is Rhodey's wife, Lily Grenadine. she is the hunter and has holed herself up in the forest outside of Wiswald ever since the incident involving her daughter. But apparently, Lily is said to be living with her deceased daughter there. Most curious indeed. And finally, our last character is Galahad Kelly, Mr. Shieldmaster himself, or as I had speculated before, the Castle Knight. Galahad is a guardsman of the Institute, and although he was born in Rheimdall, he was taken in by a distant relative after his parents passed. He also blames himself for the death of Rhodey and Lily's child. The article continues on talking about stuff Bravely fans should be already familiar with. Brave, default, special attacks, and how the music works with them, just very general things we already know and love. Then it moves on to jobs and covers the ones that were gone over in the direct again, and then we get 5 more job confirmations, and the first one up is the Berserker. Now this may be what Gladys was wearing from the direct, but it's not a perfect match. It does, however, look similar to the job I noticed Seth wearing at the end of the direct. The Berserker seems to like axes and deals high physical damage, pretty standard of the Berserker name. Next up is the Red Mage, of course. Again, we saw this one on the direct, but it was not focused on. It sounds like a typical Red Mage though, having offensive and defensive capabilities with its attack and recovery magics. Third on the list is the Hunter, again, which sounds the same as the Ranger in previous entries for the Bravely series, where it uses bows and focuses on hitting enemy weak points. Next is, you guessed it, the Shieldmaster. Now Shieldmaster is all about protecting allies with high defense, a large shield, and abilities focused on keeping everyone safe. And lastly, a very pleasant surprise for us all, the Pictomancer. Yes, this is the painter or artist job people were theorizing about before, and according to the article, this job is focused around debuffing the enemy through the use of various paint colors. Not surprising there in how it functions, but it still sounds like it's going to be a fun class. The last announcement in the article addressed network features for Bravely Default 2. It revealed the search feature, which seems to be this game's version of the town building simulator. While the game is in sleep mode, you can send the party on a boat to scour the seas for resources to help you out in the game later, including experience and job points. You will get more stuff the longer you leave it in sleep mode, up to 12 hours max, and connecting to the internet will allow other players to help you out and increase the rewards even more. And so that is the December Famitsu article on Bravely Default 2. As you can see, we got a lot of new information on what's to come, and my brain is just tantalized with new theories rummaging about that I'll probably cover sometime soon. So what do you think of all this news? Happy, sad, angry, glad? Let me know in the comments, and if you're watching this on the day I put this video out, come back later tonight as we'll be watching the Game Awards together for 2020 live. Come hang out and chat while we all scream over which games we want to see win or not win. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you soon.